Hey, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Styrene Relics. Give you a little bit of an update what's happening. I been doing a little bit of painting. I've got the 32 in some paint now. Uh, just gonna let this dry and gas out for a while. I may do some wet sanding on it. I see some stuff that I don't like, so I might let this get good and hard and wet sand it here after a while. I went with a burgundy. Went with a flat burgundy on the convertible top. Was just going to stick with just burgundy, but now that I see it, I'm thinking might throw brown seats, kind of a light brown to medium brown seat and a rumble seat. Just kind of try to break it up. I guess this is going to be a little more burgundy than I was thinking. But anyway, it's looking pretty good. It's getting there. I'm just gonna go kind of like a stock with it, box stock type of thing with it. I want to do an early '70s kind of a look to it, so I'm gonna go with. I did have some big wheels, 5 spokes that I'm gonna put on it, but I've changed my mind. Do you remember in the early '70s, everybody was kind of running a wide tire that was stuck out past the fender a little bit in the front and the back. And then they ran full fenders. This was before the billet and before the pastels. I'm being good, really. I am. I hate pastels. Anyways, this is before all of that started going, and so I'm going to run a dual manifold on it. They came with a kit and 2 carbs, not a high rise. And then the kit also came with those big headers that came out the side. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run the exhaust out the bottom and just make it look real clean. I may end up putting that luggage rack on the back, though. That was kind of a big thing. They used to do kind of stuff like that in the '70s, early '70s. So I may end up doing something in that line. I want to try and keep it with that theme as much as I possibly can. So I think it's turning out pretty good. I think the color fits it real well. I really need to clean it up a little more and what's going on, but like I said, I can't do anything just yet. It's just got to get hard, so it's a waiting game. So, what do you do in the meantime? Well, you get started on that 31 caddy, but that thing is sitting there in the awesome pond or the stripping tank or whatever you want to call it. So the body's now in there getting stripped out because I just didn't. It was just getting too thick. It was hiding too much stuff, and I gotta scribe in the doors again and all that. So we're gonna clean that up a little bit more. I don't like the way it was going, so get that thing cleaned up and get them wheel wells cleaned up a little better than what they are. May do something there anyways. But so I got to do something. I just can't be sitting around waiting. And especially I got the weekend off, which doesn't work often for me. So I'm thinking my next build. I know all you guys are doing Pro Street, and I come real close to doing Pro Street with this. I still want to. But it's been allotted to do a custom for it, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to be doing the Pro Street. I kind of really wanted to, but I really, really want to do a custom with this. So here's my plan. I got a nice set of bubble skirts for it. So that's going to go. Let me see if I can do this. That'll give us a good idea. You can see that it follows down real well right along with that chrome body line. That'll work out real well for that. Another thing I kind of got is, remember the old chrome bucket seats with the diamond tuft in it? Well, I got a pair of those. So those got to get used. And I've got Now this is going to be a little tough. All right, we're just going to say I'm going to put my big old hands in here and you're just going to see them. All right. I believe these are DeSoto taillights or headlights. So, and they got a nice peak to the top. So the plan is to put those in. Now, that's going to involve a little bit of work because I'm going to have to cut all this out so that I can get those headlights in there. But I think quad headlights on this is going to look really good instead of the singles. And while I'm at it, if I'm cutting away on the front, I got this piece out of the 58 Impala. You guys have seen that before. So something in that line might go up front. The back, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back just yet. I'm thinking just something real simple. The Canadian taillights. Guys, help me out if you remember the name of the Canadian car, 57 Fords. I just don't remember what it is right now. But anyways, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm going to do some kind of a roll pan on the bottom. And I may French the taillight or the license plate into the tailgate. Probably eliminate all this up in here. I thought about cutting the top window out and hinging it. I come real close to doing that, but man, I don't know. I'm chicken. I'm just gonna come right out and tell you, it's so thin. By the time I cut this, and way up in here, it'd have to be cut way up in there, and then this piece right here is the scary part. I watched Glenn's deal. He showed how to make those hinges. And I'm thinking, man, that is so doable, but I got to get past wanting to cut this piece right here. I don't want to screw up the tailgate and that piece. So I may wait and do that hinge on something else later down the road. I don't know. We'll see. But here's what I need help with. I've been messing around with this all morning, and this is what I've got. This is the frame for that wagon, all right? Now, it's just the A-arms is one piece, and it just snaps into place up into these parts, and then you got an upper that goes on top of this, all right? Now, it'd be real easy just to cut this pin right here and move everything up, and then you got it lowered. But I'm really wanting to wrap some wire around that because that would be the shock, and wrap some wire around it, and it would look like a coil spring. If I cut that pin off, I don't have that anymore. So I'm thinking, well, what else can I do? Well, what I'm thinking is there's enough material right here above that hole that I might be able to drill another hole for that pin. And then if I can get it in here right, you guys can see it. There's this piece right here that's on the back side of that flat, and it has the hole for that pin. Well, I can take a piece of tubing and glue on the back of that for that pin, and that should strengthen it up. So I guess if this is the center of the wheel, and I'm going to move it up that much, that puts it at the very top of the inner fender well, and it would be pretty much touching. And I know that's not a whole lot, but I think that's all I'm going to get if I do it that way. So, I don't know. Does that sound doable? I mean, I'm thinking it might be. The easiest way to do it is cut this pin and then move everything up. That's a no-brainer. But like I say, I'd like to wrap some wire around that, make a coil, and I think it would look pretty good if I could do it. If that's all I get, then that's all I get. But I think that's where I'm going with it. As far as the back goes, that's an easy one. I mean, you just cut the axle off it and block it, and everybody's done that. So that's an easy one there. But this one, I'm thinking, this might be the way I'm going to go with that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think, if you got a better idea, because it's pretty much a no-brainer, I think, for me right now. I think that's the way I'm going to go with it. Another thing I got going on, let me get all this cleared out. is that 57. So this one here is the AMT 57. I bought that kit a while back. I've got several of these. So I was thinking I'd like to make a custom out of it as well. So, I mean, again, the skirts are going to be really sweet on there. And you get those skirts on there. And I need to get that pack for the seats. I want to get another pack of those. Those are pretty cool. But here's what I'm thinking. This is off that 58 T-Bird, I believe. And I'm thinking that works. The only thing I got going on that's going to be a problem is the back glass is rounded back here, and then I'll have this squared off. So I'll have to change the package tray and go straight across the back from the new roof line and shorten up that package tray on the inside. And I think I can put a flat glass in there then. So this kit comes with extra customizing stuff anyways. It comes with a quad headlight setup, but they're a little bit different than the DeSoto ones. They're just flat. They're a generic one. But I think that'll be pretty cool. And as far as lowering that one down, I didn't even look at the chassis on it yet because I'm focused on the wagon right now. But I'm thinking I got a couple of customs I need to get out of my head. And I'm thinking these two are the ones I'm going to do. So while I'm sitting around waiting for the two hot rods to dry and clean up, I think I might start doing these two customs right here and see what happens. So let me know what you guys think. I'm just kind of farting around, really kind of coming up with a good idea on something. I really kind of want to build a couple of funny cars, but I got this custom stuff stuck in my head and I just can't get out of it. So anyhow, I guess you got to run with what you're thinking with. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again. Oh yeah, like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to tell you guys that. And I sure do appreciate everybody that comes by and taking a look-see at what I got going on. So all right, talk at you later, guys. Bye.